my dudes, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kai and I am so excited for this video because not only is it episode 4 of reading through my physical TBR, but I am also doing a readathon with my very best friend Savannah this weekend, and I have not done a readathon in so long. I've been wanting to do more of them, but life has just been so crazy busy, I just haven't had the chance. But her and I have been planning her visit for months now, so I am so excited. We're gonna do a readathon. We're gonna go see the new Scream movie. If you can peep the nails, we got the blood splatter going on. Got the blood drippage, you know. Love them. Anyway, and then we're going to go on a Barnes & Noble trip. We're gonna go eat brunch. It's gonna be so much fun. But I wanted to take you guys along with me because I am so excited and I am hoping to get a lot of reading done. So, updates before I hop back into my books. I am currently on page, I think it's page 176. Yeah, I'm on page 176 of Anatomy of an Alibi. It is a new release. It's the same author as The First Live Wins. I think I have not read that one, but I heard really good things about this. So I wanted to hop in. We'll see if my mind changes as I continue this, but so far, I'm not live, laugh, loving. I'm not live, laugh, loving, but that's okay. That is okay, because I have some other bangers on my radar coming up. I just got word from my friend that she started Finlay Donovan is Killing It, and we are gonna buddy read it. I have heard really good things about this. It's like, haha, freaking serial killer. I don't even know. I don't know what to classify it as. It's like a twisty comedic thriller. Okay, that's the only thing that I can really classify it as. And it's an entire series, and I think the 6th book is supposed to come out soon, but don't quote me on that. But I downloaded it on my Kindle so I can read it horizontally, and I am so excited to hop in. But on the actual not funny, not tee-hee ha-ha side of things, I am going to start From Below, which is a horror book by Darcey. I downloaded it on my Kindle. It is ready to go. It is loaded up. My friend and I are going to buddy read this as well, so I'm probably going to read this for part of the readathon. Hopefully I start it before then and then I can just wrap it up and finish it, because I'm hoping to finish Anatomy of an Alibi like tonight or tomorrow. I just want to wrap it up. I just want to finish it. I just want to see what happens. But I don't really have a readathon like agenda yet or books that I want to hit. I think that Savannah and I talked about doing Mockingjay so we could finish our buddy read of the original Hunger Games trilogy, and then we were also talking about maybe hopping into Golden Sun, which is the 2nd book in the Red Rising trilogy, but I don't know. I've been in such a mood that I don't know what I'm really vibing with right now. But yeah. So without further ado, I got some work to do, and then once work is done, I'm gonna hop back into Anatomy of an Alibi, and I will keep you guys posted. So stay tuned. February 25th. I am back with an update because I finished Anatomy of an Alibi and I started Finlay Donovan is Killing It. Now listen, I literally just recently bought Anatomy of an Alibi because my husband for Valentine's Day took me to Barnes & Noble and I got to do a little bit of a shopping haul. and I was really excited to pick up Anatomy of an Alibi because I'd heard really good things about it from all my mutuals on Goodreads, and I was like, okay, like, yeah, this is gonna be great, this is gonna be fantastic. I'm never listening to anybody that's a mutual on Goodreads ever again, because I was laying in bed last night finishing this book, and I seriously got to the plot twist, and I was like, okay. And to hear the killer's motive, I was like, oh, okay, and? Like, that's it? So, safe to say I was not a fan. I really could have given a rip less about the characters and the plot, and I just thought it was super confusing, and like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, there was the trying to find out who killed the husband, but also trying to figure out who killed one of the main character's parents, and it was really confusing, to be quite honest with you. And it just didn't wrap up super great for me. Like, everything wrapped up in the last 20 pages, which to me is just crazy. Like, I just don't feel like it was done well enough. So that is just my opinion. Like I said, a lot of my mutuals loved it, but I did not. And I'm actually buddy reading it with a friend, and she's about 61% of the way through, and she's like, yeah, I'm not loving this. And I'm like, yeah, because I finished it before her, and I was like, yeah, don't go to Goodreads and read my review. Because I can't sway you one way or the other on if I loved it or if I hated it, because I don't want to do that. So, looks like without my swaying, she's in agreement with me. So, yeah, I'm really disappointed, but hey, at least it's another book off my physical TBR. In other slightly better news, I started Finlay Donovan is Killing It on my Kindle. And let me tell you, I started it on the treadmill at the gym. And I was kind of worried that people were going to judge me for reading the Kindle on the treadmill. But guess what? When I was done with my workout, I was going down the stairs, and there was a gentleman coming up the stairs with the Kindle. So I felt valid in my decision to read on my Kindle on the treadmill. But I am 7 chapters into Finlay Donovan is Killing It, and I'm honestly really enjoying it so far. I don't know how it's gonna go. I feel seen as a mother for some things that this woman has said, because but I'm really excited to see where the story is gonna go. I have laughed less than a dozen times already, so yeah, I'm having a good time. So I'm really hoping that after all the duds that I've read recently, that this one sticks and this one is good. So stay tuned for an update, and that's all I got for you. I'll see you in the next clip. Hey guys, welcome to an update, and welcome to a new location unlocked unexpectedly. My husband and I decided to move our bedroom back upstairs. So my library is kind of now my bedroom. It is, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's literally chaos. I decided to do this the day before Savannah is coming into town. So not smart on my part, if I do say so myself. But our room used to be up here before. We moved it downstairs. Now we moved it back up. It's very nice, cozy. We kind of moved a couple things that were different from before. Anyway, you guys don't care, but just know, new location unlocked. So, yeah, it's a little chaotic, but we'll make it work. Don't you worry. This is not going to stop the readathon. This stops nothing. Okay, but reading update. It is now Friday, the 27th. Which, happy Scream release day. I'm so excited. We go see it tomorrow. Anyway, I read 35 pages last night before I fell asleep because I was really tired. But I think the day before I read like 130 or something like that. Finlay Donovan is Not Dead. I on chapter 20. This book is so funny and so chaotic and so like off the wall, like just crazy. And I'm having a great time so far. I'm really enjoying it. I think my Kindle says I have maybe a little over 3 hours left, probably closer to 4 hours left of the book. I want to try to finish that obviously this weekend when we do our readathon, and then I still don't know what the agenda is for the readathon. Like, I don't know what books I want to read. So I still think we're probably gonna read Mockingjay and Golden Sun if we're in the mood. Gonna finish Finlay Donovan. I might start From Below by Darcey Coates. But yeah, I've never really done a readathon before, so I'm a little excited, a little nervous, just how it's gonna go, because we're not doing like a full 24 hours. I wish we were. I wish we had the time. But I did like technically a readathon before. I mean, I guess if you want to call it that, when I was reading the third and the fourth book no, not the third and the fourth, the second and the third book in the ACOTAR series. I literally stayed up and binged the heck out of those books. And I literally was sobbing by the end of the third book because I was distraught. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But yeah, so I will, of course, be taking you guys on the readathon journey with me, and it is going to be so much fun. I am hoping to get a lot of reading done, a lot of books knocked out. Fingers crossed. We got the Alanis lined up. Got the new lime flavor ready to go to try, so it's going to be good. It's going to be a good time. So, this is Milo. I don't know if you guys have ever met him. This is one of my cats. He is a menace to society, so we love him. But he is definitely a menace. And then we have Phoenix somewhere. You might see her. She's black and fluffy, and she's also a menace to society, but quietly in her own way. So I'm going to hop back into this in a little bit once I'm done with work while I wait for Savannah to get here. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted. How many books do you think you're going to read?
I think I'm going to finish one book. We're going to update later and it's going to be 0.
I think I'm going to finish 2.5 books. Ambitiously. Over ambitiously. Probably not actually going to happen. So, stay tuned. The time has started. We're ready to go. Period. Hey. So it is the next day, and if it looks like I have been run over by a Tonka truck, figuratively I have. Savannah and I went to go see Scream 7 last night, which was, by the way, pretty good. I was a little disappointed in the killer reveal, but other than that, I thought it was pretty good. But anyway, we went to go see that last night, and I didn't get home until midnight. My child was still awake. We're going through something, and I don't know what it is, and if it's ever gonna end soon. The last 2 nights, she's really been struggling to go to bed. Like, we'll start at like 8:30, and she'll take like until 11:30, 12:30 to go to bed. So, as Savannah said, I'm alive, but I'm barely breathing. But that's okay. I think she's going through a little bit of a growth spurt, which usually her sleep is really messed up when she's going through a growth spurt, and she's always growing. So she's always going through sleep problems. Being a toddler mom, 10 out of 10. Let me tell you, 10 out of 10. Anyway, I did finish Finlay Donovan is Killing It. And let me tell you, this book was so funny. And just, like, so chaotic. And so relatable as far as, like, being a mom and, like, trying to juggle 6,500 million things at once. And, willing to do anything for your kids. So, I really liked it. I gave it 4.5. And I already downloaded book 2. So I'm really excited to jump in because the ending of the first one was crazy. It was literally insane. I was like, you can ask Savannah, she witnessed me read the last page. It was crazy. But that being said, that's all I read. That's all I finished. That's all I read. I think it was 185 pages that I read yesterday. Which is what I would read in a normal day at bedtime. If I was outside of a readathon. So that being said, we yapped so much. We literally, I'm pretty sure we only read for maybe 2 hours out of the 8 hours I think that we had set the timer for. But that's okay. I had a great time. Her and I are going book shopping today. We're gonna get brunch. And then she's gonna go home, and I'm very depressed about it. She lives 4.5 hours from me. It's rude, honestly. Just rude. Her and I keep trying to convince each other to come move to where the other one lives. So I'm like, come up here. Come move up here. And then she's like, no. Come move down here. And when I tell you that I would literally move down there if it wasn't for my in-laws and taking away for their grandbaby from them, I would. Because who decided to set me in Ohio? I don't like it. I don't know whose plan it was, but I'm not a fan. I think what I'm going to start next is Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris. I am literally staring at it right now. I have it physically. I don't think it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I might get it on my Kindle through Libby if they have it. But the words are really big on the physical copy, and it's less than 300 pages, so I honestly feel like it wouldn't take me that long to read. So I think I'm going to dive into that today. Cannot believe it's March 1st. That's crazy. So I need to film my February wrap up and my March TBR, which, good lord. What am I going to read? I'll probably spin the wheel again. I read 10 books again. I really thought I was going to read more books this month than I did last month, which 10's not bad. 10 is not bad. I just really thought I would read more than that. But there's always this month. So stay tuned for Behind Closed Doors, and I'm going to try to film 2 videos today, and I got to post them on TikTok. Filming days. I'm literally dying. Filming days feel so long to me because I have to do it for so many platforms. I say so many platforms, it's not even that serious. But filming days just take me a while because I only have a limited window now that I can film because my daughter is really obsessed with coming up here. And so y'all don't want to hear a child in the background. But let's be serious, she wouldn't be in the background. She would take center stage. Y'all don't want to hear her speaking. I do. I could listen to her speak. She's a trip. But it would not be a productive video. So I need to figure out how I'm going to start filming up here aside of nap time. Stay tuned. This is a me problem. You came here to hear me up about books. So I'll be back with a reading update. Well, Savannah's on her way home. And I am very depressed and already really sad about it because even though she only lives 4.5 hours away, it feels like a long time, and trying to find the time to go see each other super often with kids and work and everything else just feels so hard sometimes. So I'm really glad we were able to get together this weekend, and we're already planning on our next trip, visit, whatever. But I am gonna go down to see her, so we're gonna take turns and hopefully maybe go every couple months because I am in my feelings right now because she's gone. Yeah. But we did go book shopping today, and I wanted to do a little book haul with you guys. So I went to 2 bookstores with Savannah. We went to Half Price Books, and then we went to Barnes & Noble. We went to Ulta too, but y'all don't care about that. Okay. The first book I got was the UK edition of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I am always trying to collect copies and versions of the Harry Potter series that I've not seen before and I think are pretty cool looking. So every single time I go to Half Price Books, I just like peek in, and I've gotten some really cool copies from them before. So I had to snatch this up. I don't know why I want and need to have so many copies, but I just like to have them. The next 3 books are books that I have not heard of. At least they're not big on my side of Book Talk, so they could be popular in another side of Book Talk that I'm just not on. But the first one that I picked up was The Kill Club. It sounded really good. Sounds really good. It's a thriller, and it is about this woman who's gonna save her brother. So basically it's a group of people who the law has failed one way or another, so they formed a network underground of helpers, each agreeing to eliminate the abuser of another, and they are dubbed the Blackbird Killings. So the last line of the blurb is, all she has to do is kill a stranger. So it sounds really good. I've never heard of this, so I'm really excited to hop in. I love going to Half Price Books and trying to seek out books that I've never heard of before, because I'm like really kind of tired of the overhyped books that I've heard a ton about, and I want to give other books that do not have the spotlight their chance. So the next one I got was The Dark, and I'm pretty sure it's based in the UK because it says, when a baby is snatched from its pram, off-duty police officer Lacey Flint is there to prevent disaster. Yeah, and it's basically about a new terrorist threat from the extremist woman-hating group known as incels, or involuntary celibates. It sounded really good. I've never heard it before, so I'm really excited to dive into it. The first line is what really sold me on it, because I was kind of going back and forth on if I wanted it. But it says, oh, my letter to my readers. Sorry. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Let me show you the first line. A few hours after midnight, 2 young women sat in a car close to the edge of a cliff. One of them was dead. The other merely felt that way. And that's it. That's what sold me. So I will keep you guys posted. I really hope this is good. And the last one, I feel like I saw this last time I went to Half Price Books, but I don't remember. And I don't remember if I wanted to pick it up or not. Like, I had no money when I went to Half Price Books today, and I feel like that kind of let me expand and maybe get books that I'm kind of like, you know, is it worth it for me to buy? I was like, yes, it is today. Yes, it is today. So I got The Thrones. What is it? So I got The Throne of the Five Winds, and it sounds really good. It's chunky. It's high fantasy. I really like Orbit books. I'm trying to look at the ones that I've read. So I really like Orbit books. 2 of the series that I distinctly can see on my shelf that are from Orbit that I really like is the Scorched Throne duology and the Shepherd King duology. I really liked both of those. So I'm going in with decent hopes. It says that The Throne of the Five Winds is the first volume of the Hostage of Empire series, an epic tale of power, conquest, and deadly intrigue. So, I'm excited to check it out. I'm trying to get more into high fantasy. So, we'll see. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you posted. So, yesterday, I finished Finlay Donovan is Killing It, and I couldn't resist getting the next 2 books in the series. I saw that they were Half Price Books, even though they're on Kindle Unlimited, and I said, yes, give it to me. So I bought them both. This one's a little bit rougher shape, but honestly, I'm a firm believer in getting books, even if they have a little bit of wear and tear. Like, sometimes there comes a point when definitely you should get a different version of a book, but I try really hard to look past the flaws on the outside and just focus on what's on the inside. The last two books that I got from Half Price Books is The Younger Wife by Sally Hepworth. I read Darling Girls by her, and I love that book. That book was crazy. That book was crazy. I have distinct, like, memories of finishing it while I was sitting on the floor of my living room waiting to go take a shower because I could not finish it until, like, I couldn't go take a shower until I had finished it. So I'm really looking forward to this. I think that's the only book of hers I've read. I don't think that I have read any other ones. I've not read any of her other ones, but I'm really excited to check this out. I have some good hopes for it because, like I said, Darling Girls, crazy. But anyway, I'll keep you all posted. And then the last book was Falling by T.J. Newman. I think I got an arc of this book and the other book as well, and I'm kind of nervous to read it because it has to do with I'm pretty sure yeah. It says you just boarded a flight to New York. There are 143 other passengers on board. What you don't know is that 30 minutes before the flight, your pilot's family was kidnapped. For his family to live, everyone on your plane must die. The only way the family will survive is if the pilot follows his orders and crashes the plane. Enjoy the flight. So it sounds literally insane. So I'm really, really excited to check it out. I think it's going to be really good. Like, I kind of want to put it on my March TBR. Kind of want to put it on my March TBR. Would that be so crazy to put it on my March TBR? Am I going to be toxic enough to do it? I don't know. We'll see how the spins go for my March TBR to see how I feel about putting this one on there. But stay tuned. Stay tuned because there's a good chance you'll see that book on my March TBR. The next and last final 3 books I got were all from Barnes & Noble because I am just a girl. And we did a huge book haul today, so I'm very excited. I had a great time. It was so much fun. It was, I can't even think about it. I'm gonna get emo. I got Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I just read His and Hers. I read My Husband's Wife recently, 5 stars. And then I've read Daisy Darker by her, and overall, I like her work. His and Hers is questionable. But I had a good time with Daisy Darker, did not see that twist coming, and My Husband's Wife was so good. So I heard this one's good, so I'm really excited to check it out. So stay tuned. Savannah coerced me into this. She told me it was really good. She also tried to coerce me into getting Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson, and I could only get 3 books, and decided to get these 3. And she was very heartbroken, very sad. Don't worry, I'll still be getting it, but when you gotta pick and choose, you gotta pick and choose. Mama was on a budget, okay? And these books spoke to me, alright? The next book I got from Barnes & Noble was Homefront by Kristen Hanna. Savannah has this book, and she wants to do a buddy read of this, and I said, yeah. I said, do you want me to get it? Because I'll read it with you, because I will read any Kristen Hanna book. Anything Kristen Hanna writes, I will read. So I was like, heck yeah, anything Kristen Hanna writes, I'm in. I will read it. So yes, absolutely. And she picked up The Great Alone, so I'm so excited. I can't wait for her to read it. That is one of my favorite books. One of my favorite books. So good. So good. So super excited to dive into this one. Historical fiction. Yes. Yes! And then last, I got Love Mom. I've been wanting to get this one, and I've picked it up multiple times whenever I go to Barnes & Noble. But I always end up putting it back because Mama, again, is always balling on a budget and has to pick and choose. And she never gets picked. But today she got picked. Okay? It's Savannah. Savannah's gonna be talked about a lot in this reading vlog, okay? Savannah bought this, wants to read it. I've been wanting to read it. So we're gonna buddy read it together, and I just had to buy it. I had to buy it. It sounded so good. I have a lot of friends who recommend it and really like it, and the words are big, so I feel like it's gonna be a quick read. So as far as reading updates go, I started Behind Closed Doors this morning while I was waiting for Savannah to come and pick me up for breakfast, and I got 16 pages in, so I didn't get super far. I don't really have any thoughts on it so far. I feel like I can't really judge the book yet, So stay tuned. I'm hoping to read some more tonight. I have editing to do, laundry to do, all the fun stuff. So I will keep you posted. Stay tuned. I'll see ya. Hey. I have a very short, sweet reading update about Behind Closed Doors because I have not really read anymore. And that being said, I still don't have any thoughts about it yet. I'm literally not that far in at all. I was exhausted last night, and my daughter has been having a really hard time going to bed at night lately. I don't know if she's going through another growth spurt, if she's getting sick, I don't know. Hence the large Dunkin' coffee. Very big need right now. But yeah, so not a whole lot going on for this reading update right now, but hopefully I'll get some more reading done today, maybe tomorrow. It is now Monday, and I can be back with a actual significant reading update, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, y'all, it is time for me to pop in with a reading update. I am currently filming this on March 3rd, so I feel like I'm getting better. I'm trying to do an update at least every day, if not every other day, because I usually end up reading something every single day. So I'm trying. I am trying to be better. But that being said, I am about 40% of the way done with Behind Closed Doors. I don't know what chapter I'm on because the chapters just say past and present, but I am on page 137. My thoughts so far. I don't know if I really have any. I'm kind of curious to see how this book is going to end and how everything is going to wrap up, because I'm really hoping it's not as like vanilla and predictable as I feel like it's going to be, because I've heard insanely good things about this book, and I'm going to be really disappointed if it is super predictable and just a vanilla storyline. So not a whole lot, not a huge big update, just like kind of things that I expected. I don't really know how to talk about it outside of spoilers, but basically the back doesn't give you much, but it's basically like if the cover says the perfect marriage or the perfect lie. So basically this couple looks perfect on the outside, but there's a lot more sinister things happening behind closed doors. So feels very like I'm kind of in the middle right now. Nothing's really shocked me so far. So I am wrapping up a little bit of editing. I'm gonna go shower, get in bed, and hopefully read some more of this book, and I will be back likely tomorrow with an update. Alright, I am back with a very overdue update because I have not been getting a lot of reading done, like at all, because let me tell you, okay? It is now Saturday, March 7th, and I finished Behind Closed Doors Wednesday, I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday night. And when I tell you, I literally saw and predicted in one of my last clips the vanilla of this from a mile away. I seriously did. I did not like this. I was not attached to any of the characters. I did not care. It felt very predictable. Maybe if like you're brand new to thrillers, then maybe you'll like this, but I've read a fair share of thrillers at this point, and it's just not anything special to me, and I was so disappointed because so many of my mutuals on Goodreads really liked this book. I did not. Unpopular opinion, no. I did not like this. No. So after I finished Behind Closed Doors, I was trying to decide what I was going to read next, and I am currently reading 2 books. I am buddy reading Book Lovers. I started this on audio yesterday. I should have started this like way earlier in the week, but I didn't because I did not want to read the paperback. I really wanted it on my Kindle, and it was not available in my library until I think yesterday or the day before. But I still didn't want to crack it open, so I started it on audio, and Julia Whelan is the narrator, and I love, love, love Julia Whelan. The problem is, I am most used to Julia Whelan in historical fiction. So hearing her in a romance is kind of different and hard to wrap my head around. But also, I have a hard time when women try to sound like men in audiobooks, because it just doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't do it for me. That might just be me. That might just be an unpopular opinion. I don't know. But I don't like when men pretend to be women and women pretend to be men and like do the like deeper voice or whatever to try to like be a male character. It takes me out of the story. Julia Whelan is fantastic. I think she does a great job, but hearing her male voice and the voice that she does for male characters, I'm so used to The Great Alone right now because I just finished it by her, that's kind of hard for me too to wrap my brain around. So all that to say, I'm not having a great time at all with book lovers. I don't know if reading it physically would be any better. I am struggling to connect to the characters, struggling to connect to the story and the romance. I was shopping at Walmart earlier listening to it and just cringing while I was listening to it. So I don't know. This might end up being a DNF, and I'm really, really, really upset because I thought this was going to be my 5-star Emily Henry book, but I don't think so. I don't think so. And it's kind of giving me the vibes of People We Meet on Vacation, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I don't know why, but I'm reading it and I just keep thinking like I've heard this story before. So I might DNF this, I might not. I will be back with you guys for an update, but I am so disappointed so far. I don't even know what to do with myself. From Emily Henry, I have read Happy Place, Beach Read, People We Meet on Vacation. Happy Place, Beach Read, People We Meet on Vacation. Is that it? I have only read 3 books by her, so this would be my 4th book. I loved Happy Place. Okay, so I actually have read Beach Read, Funny Story, Happy Place, and People We Meet on Vacation. People We Meet on Vacation is the most recent one that I've read, and I gave it 3 stars. Funny Story, I think it was like a 4-star for me, and Happy Place I think was a 4.5 or a 4-star, and then Beach Read I think was also a 4-star. Just something has not been clicking for me as far as Emily Henry books go. Like, they're good, but there's just not something to push them into 5 stars for me, and I don't know what it is. I'm beginning to think I'm not gonna find it, which sucks, but I have a feeling that when I read Great Big Beautiful Life, that is probably going to be my 5-star potentially, or my favorite Emily Henry book, if not a 5-star, because I have heard it's more thriller mystery than it is romance, so I'm kind of excited to see if I like that more from her versus the romance and the rom-coms. I know y'all are already gonna come for me about that, and I already texted Savannah and I said, I know you're gonna come for my throat, but I'm not having a great time. And the friend that I'm buddy reading it with 2 friends. One of them has not even started yet, is thinking about just not reading it. And another one is also not feeling it, but she said it's getting better, but I just don't know if I have the time or the patience or the want and the desire to continue reading it. So stay tuned. This might be a DNF tonight. I'm gonna just think on it and see how I feel, but I don't know. And then I'm reading From Below by Darcey on my Kindle at night before I go to bed, which terrible decision, by the way, because this is a horror book and I literally read it last night with the lights on because the other 2 nights that I read it, it scared me so bad I had nightmares, and it's not even getting that deep yet. It is not even that serious yet and I'm already stressed out. But I'm on chapter 13. I'm literally not even 100 pages yet. Not even 100 pages in yet and it's already causing me trauma. And it's literally like 500 pages long. So, the past several nights I've really been trying to read this at night on my Kindle, but I have been so tired that I have fallen asleep the last 3 nights while holding my Kindle. Like last night, I literally tried to sit up a little bit and have the light on in hopes that like keeps me awake. No, I still fell asleep. Literally reading on my Kindle, boop, she fell over. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So, yeah, I have no thoughts about this so far. I'm kind of... Okay, I have one thought so far. It is a diving book, and it is a horror book about the deep sea, blue ocean, whatever. But I am, like, bored of the diving talk. Like, I just, it's very detailed for me, and that's probably great for some people, but I just don't give a rip. Like, I'm waiting for the story to progress. I'm waiting for the story to progress, and I'm waiting for things to happen. So, other than that, kind of feeling neutral right now. I'm not one way or another. So, you know, kind of just chilling. Since I am very probably, very potentially going to be DNFing book lovers, I figure we could spin the wheel for my March TBR and get something else that I can read physically when I'm not reading from below on my Kindle at night. So, shall we spin the wheel? I gotta make this fast because my child is, needy, probably for some snacks. Oh, I'm getting all the notifications. I got the Raven Scholar. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm back. I'm running out of daylight. So I had to turn some other lights on because as I was spinning the wheel, I got a phone call. And I had to take that phone call. And in the 20 minutes of that phone call, I lost light. And then my child demanded mac and cheese. So I had to go take care of my mom duties and go make my kids some mac and cheese. Okay? But, let me tell you what the wheel picked for me. It was the Raven Scholar. I am scared of this book. And the reason I'm scared of this book is because it is a high fantasy book. And I don't really read a whole lot of high fantasy. So, but it's by Orbit. And I love Orbit books. Like, let's see. Like, the Scorched Throne trilogy and the Shepherd King duology. So good. So good, both of those. So insanely good. And those are by Orbit. And so, I have hopes. Because the bookstagrammer that she's a booktuber, not a booktuber, she's a book talker and a bookstagrammer, posted about this book and said she really liked it. And she reads all Orbit books, loves them. She reads all Orbit books, loves them. Loved the Scorched Throne duology and the Shepherd King duology, so I have hopes. I am nervous, but I have hopes. And the cover is just crazy stunning. I am a big purple fan, so please. I don't even know what this book is about. Oh, it has a dust jacket flap thing, even though it's paperback. It says the Raven Scholar is a masterfully... is that how you say it? Masterfully woven tale of imperial intrigue from an electrifying new voice in epic fantasy. Let us fly now to the Empire of Orin, where after 24 years of peace, the reign of Bursun the Brusque has come to an end. In the dizzying heat of midsummer, 7 exceptional warriors, thinkers, and strategists compete to replace him. When one of them is murdered, it falls to Nima Kra, the Emperor's brilliant, idiosyncratic high scholar, to find the killer and fight for the throne. Nima believes she is alone, but we are here to help. All she has to do is let us in. If she succeeds, we will win an empire. If she fails, death awaits her, but we won't let that happen. We are the Raven, and we are significant. It sounds really good. I'm sorry for butchering any pronunciations. It's not my strong suit. Again, I don't read a lot of epic fantasy, but I'm nervous, excited, already Already dog-eared all the parts at the end, so I'm excited to hop in. Might annotate her a little bit with some pen, because that's my toxic trait. I'm debating what I want to do, because I do know that I want to end this video soon, and I really wasn't trying to, like, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do, because I still haven't finished From Below, and that's probably going to take me a hot minute. And I'm probably going to DNF book lovers. How long has this video been? Has it been a good time? Yes, because I had my readathon with Savannah. So this video has been plenty long. She's been plenty long. We can cut her off and start a new video. Okay? So, I'm going to start the next video finishing From Below and reading The Raven Scholar. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Look at my new heels. Yes, I'm wearing them around the house because I don't wear shoes like this. And the church that I go to, we have to stand a lot of the time. And so I'm trying to get my feet used to being in these shoes for so long. So they're hecka cute. I mean, you want to know what I told myself today? Walmart is my Target. Like how everybody's like all about Target and that's what all the moms are about and all the girls are about and whatever. Walmart is my Target. I could spend so much money in Walmart. I love Walmart. I love Walmart. Loved her from the get. I've been shopping at her for years. Years. And they're kids' clothes? Oh, stunning. So cute. So cute. And they're redoing the one that is in my city, town. I don't know where I live. They're redoing the one in my city. And it's really nice. So Walmart is stepping up its game. I grew up in a college town and like one of the only bigger stores that we had was a Walmart. So that's what I'm used to. Okay. That's what made me who I am today was Walmart. All right. Anyway, I'm going to end this video. I hope to see you guys in the next one. If you liked this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more chaos. Make sure you like this video, you share it with your friends, and if you've read any of the books that I have read in this vlog, make sure you comment down below if you've read From Below or The Raven Scholar. Let me know your thoughts because I am nervous for both. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!